What's good, y'all? Today we're going to be talking about sparkingzero and how this game has kind of changed anime games in general. First of all, let me tell y'all this. For the past couple of weeks, I've been trying to make a sparkingzero video, but I'm ass at the game. It would not be fun to watch somebody die so many times to this game. It's not like an Elden Ring type of game or like a Dark Souls, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not those type of games. It's just it's kind of a competitive game. Like, y'all understand what this is. Like, I'm supposed to be at least, decent, to where it's at least, watchable, but that's not the case right now. The only thing I've recorded was the Grade 8 Vegeta fight. People have been saying this was one of the toughest fights, and I've been seeing the memes. Bitch, I beat that shit in 2 tries. I'm not lying when I say this. I thought it was gonna take me at least an hour, and I was prepping the recording. I was like, okay, finally I'm gonna get to this fight, beat it in 2 tries, and I was like, wait, what? How the hell did that just happen? I guess I have to put into perspective the fact that people thought the fight was tough. It was probably just day 1 of the game and people didn't really know how to use the tactics, the counters, perception, all this other stuff. All the defensive options in this game are really, really important to know because it feels like you can't really do a lot of combos in this game because you're probably going to end up in a Vanish War, a super counter, perception, this little Sonic Sway shit. Hey, that feature is hilarious. And I want to get on sparkingzero once I'm actually okay at the game, which it'll take me a couple of weeks, but so far I'm just enjoying the game as it is. The story mode is pretty cool. Helps you, get a little feel to the story. It's not as detailed as Kakarot was, even though Kakarot left out some scenes. And speaking of Kakarot, this game right here, underrated as fuck. It felt like they just rushed it so much. You can tell when the cutscene was Raccoon type level. Like, the thing is, one of the best cutscenes in that game was Raccoon doing the ultra fighting bomber thing, and then Goku just, oh, that shit. If you have not seen, it's funny because I just used Dragon Ball Z Kakarot as my intro in my NBA channel. Whole nother topic, but it's okay. Anyway, this game, slept on. I understand, you have your grabs like, okay, I'm just pressing a circle to do all the combos. I get that, okay? You kind of have that. It's just really basic, but it's supposed to be an RPG, but there's also not a lot of RPG elements. Just going and flying around that map kind of just felt cool, but if they would just put more side quests in there, just stuff you can do around it just to make it more lively and just feel like an actual game. I see both sides, okay? I see when you say, okay, Kakarot was garbage because it was bland, it was this, it left out missing scenes, and the story was so repetitive, and it's just so much, it's a drag. If you felt like this from Raditz showing up until the end of the Frieza saga, then okay, this game might not be for you. Because if you already have that sense of, okay, this is kind of dragging, the dialogue is just so dead, and like there's no emotion in it. But if you had fun, like me, I had so much fun just playing that Raditz and just going with, like, the cutscenes made it so worth it. It just made everything worth it. How did this become a Kakarot video? We're talking about sparkingzero. Let me cook, okay? Let me cook. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot's cutscenes, when they are peak, I don't think there's any other Dragon Ball game that touches them even in quality, bro. CC2, the same people who made Naruto Storm, I don't have the disc, I don't know why I'm pointing over there, but when they went to Chef, they will cook the shit out of anything they touch, bro. Anything. Now, they might overburn it sometimes, with Kakarot a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Because every cutscene should have been the same quality. The consistency, that's what it was called, bro. The consistency was not there. It was non-existent sometimes. I would say during the Saiyan saga, it was consistent because I can remember off the top of my head a couple of cutscenes that had that movie type of feel. Specifically, example, right off the top of my head, Krillin throwing the Spirit Bomb. That was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Then we got, what else we got? The Beam Clash. Then what else we got? Then we move on to the Frieza arc. There were so many good cutscenes. And then you go to the Cell Saga, which I feel like then it started to drag. I'll be honest, it started to drag. Maybe not on my first playthrough because I was just so excited to see just a new Dragon Ball game. Not just from, here's this, that, what happened. It's like, no, okay, I'm actually basically in the game, but I understand. It's not really, you're not really in the game because the dialogue doesn't really put you in that mood. 4 years ago, I was feeling like I was in the game, so I didn't really notice it. But after rewatching other people play the game, I kind of noticed a little bit of gameplay. This is really turned into a Kakarot video. I'm so sorry, but I gotta tell y'all about it, bro. I gotta defend that game to get back to sparkingzero. Y'all know what happened. They missed our final flash. The dialogue dragged. They had a couple of good cutscenes, maybe 1 or 2, and then we go to the Buu saga and it's the same shit. What I'm trying to say is Kakarot's story is way more detailed than sparkingzero's story, which is okay. They're totally different games. Sparkingzero is there. Here's a feel for the story, so you can, experience the combat a little bit more, and then you hop into the online, which is probably, like the techniques, like the combos and stuff, the character details. That's where sparkingzero shines, and Kakarot is the story game. I had to, make that comparison because when we talk about story mode, you got to mention this game because I feel like this game, it captures the story mode pretty good, even though it missed out so many huge scenes. So you got to take points away. But what I love about this game, this Sparking Zero, first of all, we gotta talk about this. The amount of small details they put in this game, it's just so, like, I appreciate that so much more than any big change or patch or like trying to fix a character like Yajirobe or something like that. I missed that whole wave, by the way. I will never experience that Yajirobe cheese online in the first couple of weeks, but I knew about it though. I kept seeing the memes, Yajirobe, the time for a snack, whatever he says. The little details that they put in this game. I keep seeing new clips. He did this. Oh, look at this particle right here. Or look at this. The dialogue options are so beautiful, bro. They're so beautiful. Future Gohan's dialogue is so sad. I love that touch. The thing that it did in the story mode, they were like, you know what, bro? Instead of making a boring story mode where we just put you in the game like that, let's put first person. That first person perspective. I do like that. It's just sometimes it feels like I'm so restricted. Like I can't look around. I can't really do nothing. It's just, it kind of shows you a camera just directly at the enemy or whoever, you know, Goku was looking at. Or whoever the character you're playing as. I wish, you know, you were able to look down. It's like when somebody's powering up, like there's not really enough aura. Like maybe I'm just critiquing it too much. It did its job, you know what I'm saying? It's not really there to amaze me like that. But I appreciate the fact that they give us not just Goku, not just Gohan, not just Frieza, not just Vegeta, even though Vegeta stopped after Z, which is weird. Maybe DLC is there. Oh my god, I just realized we're gonna have superhero DLC. Gohan's story might continue. Ooh! Okay, Bandai. Okay, they're cooking. If they release DLCs and we get more story, I would love that too. That would just make the game so much. It's so clean. It's so clean. The game looks so good too. The transformations, they put so much effort into each one. Like when I'm transforming, I want to feel like I'm transforming too. Okay, that might be some nerd shit, but like if you have watched Dragon Ball at any part of your life, you know you tried at least to do this, do this. I almost did a Naruto hentai. No, that's the wrong shit. Let's get to the main point. Now we have talked about story, characters, combat, everything is fine. You gotta realize this is also the same price for probably most anime games going forward. $80 or like $70, it depends on where you are. The quality that we got for this actually felt like, you know, I paid the price and it's like there's not really a lot I can critique right now, which they can't fix. They can fix super counter, all the defensive shit, they can fix that. Network, I don't really know how that's gonna be, the online stuff. What the other anime games were lacking were just content to do stuff. That Demon Slayer game, Hinokami, what was it, Chronicles? That game is so pretty. I'm kind of mad that the game kind of just died like that. Okay, the game's not dead, but like there's always gonna be some people playing that, but it should have been way more like coverage of that game. It should have been on a higher scale than what it was, but it became repetitive so fast because after the story mode, you kind of go to the online and it's the same shit. Like the peak of Demon Slayer should have lasted longer than what it was. It's like D-Rose. It's like, no, let me calm down, bro. D-Rose, like I do like that Demon Slayer game, but that's a crazy comparison. I'm sorry, I'll take that back. But it should have been at least, you know, a Rookie of the Year type of game. It didn't even get that, okay? It's not even on that level. It has everything that it needs to be good, except for like that push, bro. The last push to get this damn game. I feel like it kind of released too early, I'll be honest, because the roster was just like 10 characters. It's like, maybe they'll come out with a sequel, but like, please just make that one actually better. I don't know how I feel about those sequels because the last sequel that I remember, which was beautiful, is Xenoverse 2. Xenoverse 2 was such a good game. I don't care what nobody says. Like, if you have not played Xenoverse during its prime days, Xenoverse 2 Prime is around, I would say, 2016 to 2019. Okay, not 2018. Okay, those 2 years, Prime Xenoverse, bro. I was on that every day. That shit was always fun. You know why? Because the game has so much content and it's still getting DLCs to this day. 8 years. Some people aren't even, the game is older than some people who are playing Sparking Zero. I just made that up, I don't know. But the game is good. The game is good, or else they would not be putting out DLCs. You know why? Because it's still selling, I would assume. I don't think a company like Bandai wants to lose money. But then again, they also didn't continue Fighters DLC. Let's talk about all Dragon Ball games. Yeah. Bitch ass Fighters, but I love Fighters so much. But the fact that we did not get a season 4, 5, 6, 7 DLCs is beyond me. I don't understand how stupid you can be to not continue that game. Occasionally, I'll get on Fighters if I'm bored of Sparking Zero. But then what? I'll play it for a couple of hours and then I'll close the game again. Now I'm back on Sparking Zero way longer than I'll be on Fighters. Fighters had the blueprint, bro. If you don't know, I started this whole YouTube thing, just playing Fighters. We were begging for maps, rollback. They would be like, yeah, we got you with rollback. Yeah, calm down. It's like they were pushing us away. It's like, here, bro, goddamn. No new maps, bro. The last new map in Fighters was 2019, I think, or 2018. It was the summer of either of those years, 2018 or 19. A galactic chamber where you can see all the TV screens. Like Xenoverse 2 got like 15 DLCs in that time. How is that possible, bro? I don't understand. In Xenoverse 2, there's so much shit you can do, bro. The raid battles, the offline, the story mode with the time traveler Trunks. Man, bring on Xenoverse 3, bro. Stop playing, bro. I don't even want a Fighters 2 because I'm scared they're gonna drop that shit. Give me something to collect. Give me something to unlock. Something like this. I hope Sparking Zero doesn't go the same route. Please just release as much DLC as you can, because this game is Budokai Tenkaichi 4. This game needs to at least have a similar lifespan of its predecessor. Okay, yeah, you get the idea. Now let me get good in Sparking Zero, and then we can talk about what changes we gotta do. That's the beauty about Sparking Zero, bro. Every character is fire. Even though some characters you might hate because they're too good, and some characters are trash, but like they all look good in the game. The menu, bro, I didn't even talk about the menu. This menu is one of the best things I've ever seen about in Dragon Ball menu. The fact that you're flying across this absolute peak. Whoever came up with that idea, you need a raise to make Goku fly around the different just places in the whole Dragon Ball universe, man. So yeah, anime games going forward, you know what to do. Take inspiration from Sparking Zero. Listen to the community. Don't do what Fighters did. I'm sorry, Fighters. Like, I love Fighters so much. It's like I love Fighters more than I love Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. It hurts so much when it's something that you know could have been so much greater, bro. That's the D-Rose Prime. That's how you can make that comparison. That's how you bring it back. I'm gonna see you in the next video. Probably gonna be Sparking Zero. Hopefully. Go ahead and play the game, bro. Cop the game. But Bandai, if you want to sponsor me, go ahead. Alright. Take care.